Every time we get in here, I try so hard to like peek at everybody so fast before the sprites come into view in front of everyone. But I'm never fast enough. Or rather, it never lasts long enough for me to look at everything the way I want to. You've been to the Rose enough times that you know the way. Nice, you're getting used to the city. The inn is quieter than usual. Instead of playing, Alpheon is talking with two other minstrels. I haven't picked my salary up today. We'll have to go with something less fancy. You order. I'll join you in a while. Oh, you make your way to Alpheon, who winks at the two performers before turning towards you. Greetings. Why are we... Hello? I haven't seen you in a while. How have you been? I've been doing great. Just great. So great. It's so great you wouldn't believe it, actually. Just the greatest. That's a relief. I was worried about unbalancing your humors, but it seems it was the correct thing to do. Aside from you looking more alive, I don't feel any more changes. You haven't had much progress on that whole the dead speak to me, have you? I mean, I have, but what the voice wants goes against the wishes of the living. My oh my, that doesn't sound pleasant. If there's anybody who can understand your struggles, it's Alpheon, who overcame them much the same. I'd be happy to lend you my ear. 2 heads are better than 1. How did you know that by helping Silas I'd awaken one of the voices? I didn't. Mine was... call it a gut feeling. If he says so. Tell him about Enilia, about the relief she felt upon losing her title, and how her mother's telling you to disregard her wishes to make her a noble again. That sounds terribly complicated. I was hoping you would have some advice for me. Well, I don't. So much for 2 heads being better than 1. The voices that were guiding me never really asked me to do anything worth questioning. Were the tasks he was assigned too easy, or are his morals just loose? My morals are ironclad. Hey, what the fuck? How did you know what how did you know what I was thinking? It was plain on your face. I don't fucking believe that. Okay, sure. I mean, maybe. I mean, my actual face is very transparent, but I don't think that Zara's is, okay? Anyway, I do have a piece of, not advice per se, but a tidbit of knowledge I could share with you, since I went through all of this before. Do you know what happens once you satisfy one of the souls bound to you? No. Not quite. Appease them so that it might sever the bonds that keep them tied to this world, and they'll become yours too. He searches for the correct term. Consume? Devour? Eat? Those are all the same word. Usually when people say, like, are searching for a word and then, like, you know, say several words, it's because they have slightly different meanings or connotations. Those are all literally the same word. Make yours, in a sense. Don't make that face. They wanted this in life and still wish for it in death. They want to be consumed by you. Why else would they have offered their lives in exchange for yours? Wait! What? Wait. Wait. You're telling me the voices... Oh, no. Wait. Oh! Wait, you're telling me that the voices we're hearing are the people that killed themselves in the ritual thing? And this is what...
What the fuck? That's fucked. Why would I do anything that they want me to do? I don't give a shit if they're like, oh yeah, they gave their life for yours. They didn't fucking do jack shit for me. They did this shit for them. What are you talking about? Oi, what the fuck? Do not shut the fuck up about this.
Nobody's paying attention, but you're right. Where was I? Right, the souls are what strengthens you if you refuse their bidding. Well, I think they'll disperse, returning the power to the abyss instead of giving it to you.
What's so wrong with that? I don't... Oh no, I'm having a fucking... Oh no, I'm having a fucking crisis now. Okay, no. You sure know a lot about this topic for someone who can't give any fucking advice about it.
I promised, actually, I wouldn't interfere too much with your business.
Name sounds familiar. I'm pretty sure I've heard that before. Wait a minute, that's the statue. Is she not the admiral honored with a square in her name?
Did I just mention Atri? Oops.
Did you not meet him by her statue? Not that Atri? Not the admiral, right?
Oh no, it is her. Centuries old, centuries stubborn, with a penchant for nagging. You've seen her already, I believe. I fucking badass grandma. He clears his throat and begins imitating her voice. I don't need to look fancy, Ophion. She told me some time ago, so I warned her. You're gonna scare people away if your skin keeps splitting as you talk. So be it, was her reply. Guess what? The following day, Atri threw herself into the canal to save someone. Back on dry land, the poor thing she had rescued was so terrified of her, he jumped back into the water to escape. And that's what convinced her to get that dark hood she wears all the time. I did want to tell her that I was right all along, but she looked plenty pissed off all on her own.
Badass grandma.
He's...
Do you often fight with her?
That wasn't a fight. I was simply poking her. Your friend is looking for you, by the way.
He waves at Silas. Zara, do you know him?
Not quite. Not yet. Dare I say I'd love for that to change.
Huh. Well, good luck with tonight's performance. She puts her hands on your shoulders and pushes you away. Sorry about that, but I'm running low on funds. I can't cover his dinner, and I'd be really sad if I had to share my stew. She didn't find a table, so you eat by the counter. Do you think the missus alright? I mean, she must be. Lady Dawn ate her. When you make your way to the safe house, every small sound makes you alert. The band of ruffians last time is nowhere to be found. As they fucking should be. Maybe the miss will send you a letter. Perhaps she can't, though. Both retire for the night. Uneasy thoughts keep you awake.
Oh boy. So many thoughts. I mean...
we were just talking about Marne, so honestly that was the fourth most thought on my mind. But also this is overwhelming. Yeah. Honestly, like, okay, so we're not gonna be fucking crazy god powers. Oh no. I don't think that's terrible. Considering these fuckos just decided to fucking foist their selfish wishes upon me. Reinstating Enilia as a noble would require her cooperation, and you're not sure that she would do that willingly. I mean, if she doesn't want it, I'm not gonna force it on her. It's as simple as that. I'm not gonna fucking be like, hey, you should do this when she doesn't want to. You don't know how long you stay awake. Eventually your limbs and eyelids grow heavy and you drift into a dreamless sleep. Morning comes without the words of the abyss to guide you. Wakey wakey! When you open your eyes, Silas is looming over you with a smile. Frightening. Let's go to the well. There's a commotion in the small square with the wash basin. The door of one of the houses is wide open and you can hear weeping from within. Oh, that's not the fun kind of commotion. Several people are going in and out. Some of them wear robes similar to Brother Matthias with a dark red stole instead of the yellow he dons. May the Lady of Dusk guide their step. Priest carries someone out in a cot. A sheet has been laid on the body to cover it, and it bears old blood stains. I recognize that lady. Silas points at a woman staggering out of the doorstep to give a final look at the body being carried away. What is this? It's so detailed compared to like the rest of the clothing. You recognize her as well. You heard her loudly complain about a family member having violent coughing fits. This is hard to watch. You quickly refresh yourself and head back to the safe house. Did I hallucinate you wanting to find the heirlooms of House Casteldon, or... You did not. I need to find them. And then what? Dude, I don't know. And then I'll ask the seamstress what she wants. I'm not following. To reclaim her lost title, Enilia needs both the papers and an heirloom. I don't think she'll want to get that back. An heirloom with a house crest is worth a lot of coin. A lot. Getting your hands on it probably means... Oops. Come on, freaking mouse. She wiggles her fingers. Which happens to be something I'm good at, and you probably aren't. So why not resell it? We can split the profits. It's not ours to sell, dude. I mean, I guess she doesn't... Well, no, it's not ours to sell, okay? Listen, she also needs money, right? Or to steal, but that's what we're gonna do anyway. I mean, do we have to steal the heirloom? I mean, we're not paying money for it. And also, she pawned it off. So, right? I'm not opposed to stealing, honestly. In this case, super not opposed. Well, I mean, first we need to know what we're looking for. A plate? A pin? A dagger? Once we know that, we'll need to learn who has it. If it's for sale somewhere, we can buy it. Well, I mean, the miss could. Since she's not here, though, we'll need to get clever. Enilia said that her mother sold the last heirloom some months ago. Lady sounded like the type to have the house crest on display when she strutted out. I'm thinking a pin or a necklace or a pin like that pin that we saw on the grieving lady. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, no, no. Oh no, I see where this is going. Oh man. Fuck. I mean, fuck. A pin
or a pin. Something that can be worn. It's a pin. Where would we find something like shadows float like specks of dust in front of your eyes? The hand of piety. Ooh, my eyeballs are real cool looking. It's not the only pawn shop around, but it's one of the only ones that wouldn't ask questions. We can start there. Silas turns towards the door. It's kind of a good thing that the miss isn't with us, huh? I don't think she'd like my methods. Hope she's alright. I bet she is. Let's take the southern bridge today. There's a grocer nearby that I can visit to get us breakfast. The alleys of the heart are a far cry from its sun-drenched streets. Silas doesn't mind the stench and guides you through a string of them to reach your destination much faster, till you spot a figure clad in rags leaning against the wall. Hey, it's Crazy Grandma! It's Atri, the centuries-old admiral, an envoy like Alpheon and you. If I had picked an A name also, I would have been like, does the Abyss literally only pick people that start with the letter A? What's she doing, you wonder, dressed like a vagrant and covered in boils and scars? Are you alright? She pushes herself away from the wall and secures the hood on her face. Do I look hurt? You look like you need a trip to the baths. Atri doesn't seem to take offense to that and chuckles. I would scare those poor priests away from their duty. She approaches you. Now that you know, allow me. She bites her thumb and fresh blood spills out. What the fuck? Hey, what? What the fuck? Looks like she wants to touch her forehead with her bloodied finger. Girl, that's how you get diseases. But also, you're cool. You're cool. You're a cool badass grandma. Okay. Despite her rough skin, her touch is gentle. Did we just die? Despite her rough skin, her touch is gentle. She smears some of her blood on your forehead, and for a moment your vision clouds, drowned by shadows. When you touch your forehead, you don't feel any blood. Huh. I'll see you around. What did she just do to you? What just happened? I have no fucking clue. I hope that was a good decision. I mean, it's badass grandma. It'll be fine. Right? You didn't even ask Atri about the voices. Perhaps you should meet her alone? How come you show up and I go from seeing grandma once a year to seeing her twice in the same night? Shrug. Oh well. Moving on. Hand of piety isn't far, and you begin to recognize the streets and their quirks. The plants that flank a doorstep, the wobbly blinds that hang on rusted hinges, chipped paint that reminds you of a wing. Oh. Sula scratches her nose when you enter the pawn shop. I always feel the need to sneeze when I enter. That's the dust, probably. Oh, you're not in the blinding yellow stuff anymore. Oh, wait, is that just because you're fucking complying with the hooligans that are trying to shake you down? Because I'll kick their ass, dude. That's stupid. Fucking stupid bullshit. Good morning. Oh, looking sharp. Now that he's not wearing that robe anymore, you can see more of the design on his forearm, half swallowed by the rolled up sleeve of his shirt. Thank you. Should be enough to have the guild whip stop breathing down my neck, even if the doublet isn't ready. Do you need anything? We do. He's happy to put the rag in his hands away. The last heirloom of House Castledon recently left the hands of the matron lady. Any chance it was sold here?
How recently are we talking about?
Months. Unspecified amount. Malik throws a glance at the counter, still drowned in documents.
I did need a reason to go through that pile.
You do that. I'll look around for something with the family crest. I mean, documents sound boring. I'm gonna look around the shop. I'll help you look. Do I even know what we're looking for?
Nice.
It's easier said than done. Cabinets are overflowing with stuff clumped together and collected into plates. Some items bear elaborate emblems, like the face of a woman whose hair is made of wings, or a six-legged beast with a paw on a book. We should have asked Enilia what her ma pawned off.
Wouldn't have been appropriate.
I know. She takes a pin from the table and lifts it up. Looks like the twin of the one you're wearing on your jabot. Jabat. I think it was Jabat. I looked up the pronunciation of this and I've already forgotten it. Interesting. Who could have brought it here? No clue. Does it say? She shows you the cloth tag hanging from it. It does not. Only marks the price. 5 silver? 2 gold pieces. Her eyes grow comically wide. You know, when the old owners were still here, nobody touched their stuff because... well, because they didn't. But with them passing and the shop being in different hands... anybody could enter, hide this in their pockets, and just walk away. We need to have a chat with Malik. You hear him stand up.
I heard my name.
Yeah, you suck at this.
Silas, what the fuck?
You don't leave people unattended in your store if you display tiny expensive items that can fit in the pocket, you dingus.
Have you taken anything from me?
Someone will. He looks at the expansive dust-covered trinkets that fill every surface of the store. You have the feeling that he wants to say something along the lines of, so be it, but he also doesn't want to rile Silas up.
I can either browse the records or keep an eye on you. Have you found what you're looking for?
Not yet.
Neither have I. Those documents go only 54 days into the past.
You have older ones. Search those.
I suppose I could close early and do that.
What? Why close early?
They're kept in the attic, and I'd rather not move them too much.
You're being real helpful for a guy we only saw 2 times. Why? Wait. You've only been here 2 times. I thought you frequented this place. Didn't you? Wait, right? Silas is the one who brought us here the first time. I thought that... I don't remember anymore.
Whatever. You're the first friendly faces I've seen since my return. Guild Whip doesn't count.
Huh. I mean, we could help you look. I know this says but we could help you look. We're asking you to look through all your fucking shit. The least we can do is help.
Much appreciated. You could come back after I close.
I'll see you soon then. Wait, you're not closing immediately? The stitch and seam isn't far. Do you mind if we stop by?
Let's.
I wonder if the seamstress worked on your blouse at all. Probably not, right? She has other stuff to take care of at the moment. It's a short walk from the pawn shop. One you've committed to memory by now. There are less people in the workshop than usual.
Sarah and Silas too.
Hello. Enilia has completed her shawl. Makes her look much older, or is that just a consequence of grief?
The embroidery is unfinished in some spots, but you can clearly see the curling vines and wheat adorn the hem of the piece. You must be here for the blouse. The preliminary fitting was today, but I'm afraid I haven't made any progress. That's okay. I totally understand. You don't have to apologize. Thank you. Everybody's been so kind to me. If you come back in 3 days or so, I should have the blouse done. Take your time. Poor thing. I wanted to ask her about the heirloom, but I think she would have just burst into tears. It's a good thing you didn't. Sela scratches her arm, desperate to think about something, anything other than grief. Want to see if you managed to go from here to the temple by yourself? It shouldn't be too hard. You look at the citadel perched atop the city. It sees all, watches all, yet those inside it do not. You pass the house that was burned down in yesterday's blaze. The smell of smoke still lingers. If only the mist could see you now, getting used to real life. What the fuck do you mean real life? She was all about fate this, fate that. Fate doesn't feed you. The mundane has encroached upon most of your day, but that hasn't stripped you of your powers or your purpose. Bring forth the darkest hour, destroy the false sun, said the abyss. Whatever the fuck that is about. I don't know, dude. Life is weird. Strange, some might say. Since when is fate a spider? What? Come on. It's an easy parallel to make, no? Once you reach the temple, Silas wishes you farewell. Well, I'll see you in the evening. See you later. Hopefully we don't have any more traumatic letters to read. Day is quiet, messages and letters mundane, all save for one. God damn it. Hey, you're right as well. I do. Take a sheet of rough paper from under the counter. Interesting. That tattoo looks like a story. Like a picture story. Can I get rid of the... Is there a button for the... Hold on. Do I have controls? Settings? Fuck. Shit. No. Okay, never mind. I just wanted to get rid of the text box for a second so I could see what's my statuses. I still have such good punching in shadows, even though we haven't used our shadows at all. Where's the thing? Yep, we got paper. Needed to write this. Dream is the same every night. He wet the quill in the ink and began transcribing his words. Has 4 eyes, wings, and a crown made of teeth. Slimy like algae, yet its talons are sharp like an eagle's. Interesting. The description of his dream doesn't make much sense, but you don't comment on that. It speaks, but I can't hear it. When I wake up, my eyes are filled with tears. The sight of the sea makes me weep with longing. He scratches his arm. That's it. Don't write the rest. Don't write the rest? Oh, like what you proceed to say after this? I understand. I'm gonna be a snoop because I'm curious. It's quite the dream you're having. Damn nightmare's been plaguing me for days. Hope this isn't a waste of time. Address is to... Bloody hells, can't believe I'm doing this. Lady Dreams. What? Widely regarded as a scheme to drain the coin of the easily impressionable, the Lady of Dreams seems to be a real woman operating in La Marina. Interesting. Actually, the Protector. Every envoy has a gift, and Atre's is deceptively simple. Bond of blood that lets her know if her chosen are safe. A bond that lets her know when they're in danger. Oh, is that what the forehead shit did? Bond that lets her protect the downtrodden and supplies her with an endless number of wretches to punish because broken bones are the best teachers. Wow. Wow, I know. Yep, okay, yep. Damn. Okay, so like, when are we getting the spin-off game where we just get to see all of Atria's fucking vigilante stuff? Cause that sounds rad as hell. I'm just not gonna comment. He rolls up the message, tucks the coin inside, and walks away. Picture of misguided hope. Jesus. As the bells toll, the day comes to an end. Here's what you made today. Brother Mattia hands you some coins. The Lady of Dawn smiles upon you for coming so often. Have you ever heard of the Lady of Dreams? Is that a new moniker for the Lady of Dusk? See, that's what I was thinking. I was like, oh, is there another one of these god things? I don't believe so, according to my codex. You tell him about the strange message you crafted for the sailor. I should probably report that to my superiors, but it sounds harmless so far. Please, let me know if more people come to you about this Lady of Dreams. You wish Brother Mattia a good evening, grab your cloak, and leave the temple. Silas is nowhere to be found. Miss? Well-dressed young man approaches you. The old scar next to his eye catches your attention, then you notice the one on his lips. It's in the same place as Silas's. Silas has a message for you. Something about a last-minute commitment in the evening. Are you a friend of hers? You could call me that, yes. She suggested you go to the pawn shop and help the owner. Whatever that might mean. What do you mean, whatever that might mean? Whatever. Thanks for letting me know. His eyebrows bow in acknowledgement, and he leaves with the rapier bobbing on his hip. Why do Silas and him have matching scars? Are they in a cult? Is this like a blood brother thing? Huh. It's a short walk to the temple, from the temple to the pawn shop. From the open windows, delicious wafts of roast herbs and lemon remind you that it's dinner time. You close your hand around the pawn shop's door. It's locked, but the inside of the shop is lit by candles. Guess I'll just knock. You look inside to see if there's any movement, but nope. Malik really just left unattended flames in his shop. Jesus Christ. That's... oh my god. Okay, well, I'm really concerned about you now. Fucking doesn't pay attention to people potentially stealing your wares. Leaves candles all over the place, just lit. Buddy, what are you fucking doing? Oh my god, this dude needs help. After seeing the destruction caused by fire just a few days ago, the thought makes you really uneasy. You knock again. After a couple seconds, you spot some movement inside and the door opens with a metallic clack. Hello again. Did you come for the archives? You left the fucking candle. We have to talk about this. Dude, the candles. You can't just leave that shit, bro. How long have you been away from the shop? You just left the candles lit. Did I? Carries with him a hearty smell you can't quite identify. I didn't expect you to come at this time. What? Oh. Well, that still doesn't... Okay, you dodged the question about the candles, but also you seem to just... Oh no.
Oh no, a forgetful buddy. Oh no, we're gonna burn our houses down on accident one day and it's gonna be real tragic. Were you cooking? The nearby tavern is too crowded for my taste, so I thought, why not try to replicate their hunter's stew? I'm afraid mine might be burning right now. You probably should go check on that then. I can lock the door and snuff out the candles for you. You just invited yourself to dinner, but he doesn't seem to mind. I appreciate it. He disappears behind the drape and you follow him after taking care of the door and fires. Hearty scent is much more intense in the dimly lit hallway. Once you round the corner, you find yourself in a waiting room sliced by the shadow of a chandelier. Those are some fancy-ass frames over there. Its warm light bounces across the golden frames on the wall and mercilessly spotlights every bit of dust on the polished wood. I want to look at everything. I like little knickknacks. I want to look at the knickknacks. Every surface is covered in curio, much like the shop. Between the glass ornaments, bone statuettes, and vases, there are enough items to fill the shop a second time over. From a distance, everything looks clean, but as you approach, you spot dust and crevices and hard-to-reach places. Oh no. Alec peeks at you from the kitchen. I knew I should have thrown away my first attempts at art. What? You made these? He grins, but his cheeks look darker. How old is this vase? His brows furrow in thought. 20-something years. The flower design on the vase looks more like a knot than anything, but the use of color is impressive. Luckily, the stew did not burn, and it's almost ready. You don't mind waiting until dinner is done before sifting through the archives, I hope? You might not need to eat, but he does. Oh, that's right. We don't need to eat. I forgot about that. We're like low-key a zombie or something. Yeah, that's crazy. I can wait. I should have enough for two. The kitchen is a cramped space, half concealed by yet another drape. The pot simmering on the hearth diffuses a lovely aroma into the air. I didn't expect your living quarters to be so ostentatious, close to the shop. My parents spent a small fortune to make sure the maid would always have something to dust off. Does she not work now? I relieved her from her duties once I realized she was taking a liking to my late mother's possessions. Oof. He takes a large spoon and checks the consistency of the stew. It's ready. Whoops. Come on, mouse. Calm down. The stew he places on the side table bears all the colors of summer vegetables. You're not familiar with the spices he used, but you know their price must be hefty. What did you do before coming here? If he told you he worked as a cook, you would believe him. Back in Banu Havidyar, I was an artist whose canvas was skin. You could just say a tattoo artist. Needle and ink, and stamps, of course, are just some of the tools I employed. He slides his hand over his scarred arm. But the knife is my favorite. Sound quite nostalgic. I thought I had found my life's calling, yet here I am, back in the house I was born in. He looks around. It has changed. It's even more oppressively full of stuff. I wonder if I'll ever go back. I don't look forward to yet another night-long journey by sea. Can't you just do what you used to do here? I would need to close the shop first, and as you can imagine, that's not gonna be easy. Besides, here in Curly's, inked skin is found only among sailors. Is it different in Banu Havidyar? There, it's tradition to ink symbols of protection and good fortune on the face, the neck, the hands.
massive delicate scars on his arm sounds nothing like what he's describing. I'm afraid you won't find any tradition in my masterpiece. What you find in it are shadows that don't feel pliable like those cast by the chandelier. Instead of acknowledging you like the rest, those on his scarred arm remain inert. How could that be, and why do none of the whispers have anything to say about it? Alec did mention having strange dreams somehow connected to the color of your eyes. Once you finish eating dinner, he collects the bowls and leaves them soaking in the kitchen. That was delicious. I'm glad you liked it. Are you ready to be horrified by the archives? They can't be that bad, right? He leads you up 2 flights of stairs. The second floor is a cramped balcony with a single door. He opens it and shows you the inside. The attic has been repurposed as a maze of shelves filled with records. Dust dances in the air, catching all the light that floods the room. Do you understand my reluctance now? Okay, but are they at least organized? You approach one of the shelves. Records cover irregular periods of time. A month when business was slow, a night when it was flourishing. Enilia said the heirloom was sold some months in the past. I'd like for us to cover the last half a year. That makes the job a smidgen easier. The shelves used to be arranged with the precision I used to deride. Sure, fuck it. Can't imagine that. Can't imagine me being a brat. Good. He chuckles. Not particularly proud of those years. Pull out a thin logbook. Covers the span of 3 days. Let's dive into this nightmare already. Wish I had your attitude. You get to work. You read about insect collections, old ceremonial garb sold almost immediately, spectacles, carpets, woven hats. It's terribly boring. You know what the worst part is? The dust? That's quite terrible, but no. What is it then? It's the first time I entered the archives in over a decade, and I'll have to make use of this place in the future. Haven't made a big show of reopening the shop, you see, because that's bound to attract attention. Wonder if I'll soon be contacted by nobles interested in renewing their patronage. You make that sound like a bad thing? The hand was kept afloat by people whose names never made the records. Most of their collaterals were immediately purchased by private clients. He doesn't speak ill of the dead he's still grieving, but his unsaid words hang between you nonetheless. His parents were crooks. She'll devour my words. It's not something I should share so liberally. At the mention of the name, the shadows nestled in his scars darken. Who or what is she, Luke? Kirlesians call him Shiroko. He's the ever-burning wind, the patron of travel and commerce. Out of the 4 winds of Banu Havadyar, he's the one I pledged myself to. Is he a god? Malik nods. I'm not supposed to speak of the 4 winds so openly. The goddess is quite protective of her faithful. Oh. What? What do you mean? I was taught to hide my prayers to the Havitian gods and profess the goddess only. Granted, this was a decade ago. Times might have changed. You resume your terribly boring task. The curfew bell rings while you're working and the last sliver of light disappears from the sky. It's quite late. Shall I escort you home? Honestly, I'll worry about you. I feel like I'll probably be fine, but I'm worried about you coming back by yourself. Thank you, but I'll
I'll be fine. He doesn't seem convinced. Listen, I'm fucking fine, okay? I can punch a beach. It wouldn't be appropriate of me to release you into the dark streets, but if you insist, I will do as you wish. I do insist. He's torn between trusting you and fearing for you, but your resolve sways him. He leads you to a side entrance. May the far-reaching guide your steps and grant you sanctuary where enemies abound. Heart is lit by oil lamps and patrolled. Oh my god! You barely round a corner before you bump into Silas. Hey, perfect timing! Did you find anything about the heirloom? Not yet. How did your little job go? Better than expected. Made some nice coin in exchange for... She shows you a small abrasion on her wrist. One teeny tiny scratch. In exchange? Did you, like, give blood or something? Well, you know, risk comes with a job and all that. Oh, okay. She avoids telling you exactly what she did, which probably makes her job an unsavory one. You chat while in the heart, but once you cross the twin bridges, the darkness and silence make you alert to your surroundings. Once you're home, you hide under the sheets. Soft shadows lull you into a lake of pure darkness from which an unearthly voice rises. Heck. You are to bring forth the darkest hour, dispel the lies of the false sun, eradicate its poison. What are you talking about? What the fuck is the false sun? It is the blasphemy of light. A falsehood that drowns the darkest truths of the abyss. What? Why the fuck do you have to be so obtuse? Why do you always speak in riddles? No answer comes. Fucking... God dang it.